Welcome guys to our video for today. Emmanuel Zona is my name from the Labor Digital Agency. Today we'll be diving into 10 important roles or responsibilities for a social media manager. So if you are taking up a role or you're trying to get in your career as a social media manager, this video are going to teach you 10 important roles or responsibilities that you will undertake as a social media manager. So if you're first time seeing our videos, we appreciate that you can follow us, subscribe, like our video, and leave your comment. And so that whenever we produce new videos regarding to digital agency marketing and social media, you will be the first to have these notifications. So now let's proceed to the 10 important responsibility or role as a social media manager. Responsibility number 1, content creations. As a social media manager, you are responsible for creating engaging and relevant content to share across various platforms. So, as your boss or agent or client hire you to become their social media manager, know that it is your responsibility to create that relevant content that will work along with the buyer personas of that particular client. So being a social media manager for yourself, your own business, or for another businesses, it simply means that you are responsible to create content in the niche of that particular client. Number 2 responsibility as a social media manager is audience engagement. Social media managers interact with the audience, responding to comments and messages, fostering a sense of community building relationships. So, as a social media manager, you will also be responding to comments for your business or for your client business. You'll also be responding to messages that will come to your client. So that also is another responsibility as a social media manager. Now, let's move to the third responsibility as a social media manager. That is strategic development. Some of your clients may have that department, they might have that strategists. But if you meet up with a client or your own business that do not have a particular strategic department, as a social media manager, it is your responsibility to devise comprehensive strategies to achieve organization goals, outlining content calendars, and scheduling posts. So that also is your responsibility. You will be creating content calendar, you will be achieving organization goals, and also you'll be scheduling posts for that your client or your own business. That is the third role of a social media manager. Now, let's move to the fourth role of a social media manager. The fourth role of a social media manager is on analytics and metrics. Social media manager, you are monitoring and analyze social media metrics, helps in evaluating the success of the campaigns, understanding audience behavior, and advertising strategies accordingly. So this is your fourth role you are going to undertake as a social media manager. You will identify each platform that your client is using. You try to analyze the metrics and you monitor every analytics that are regarding of that particular social platforms. And nowadays, almost all the social platforms provide its own analytics and metrics. So you need to understand that and know where you are performing, where your client need to work on, what are the material your client needs, and so forth. The fifth responsibility as a social media manager is brand management. Your client hire you or you have your own brand. As a social media manager, you play a crucial role in maintaining and enhancing the brand image, ensuring consistencies in measuring and visualizations. So, in terms of brand management, you are going to keep the image of your client brand to 100%. And that is your responsibility. So you will put out a plan or a strategy that will help your brand or even your client brand on a social platforms. Takes responsibility of a social media manager is crisis management. As a social media manager, you are handling all negative feedbacks or crises on social media effectively. It's part of the social media management responsibility to protect the brand reputations. So every one comment that will go against the brand, it is your responsibility to deal with that comment before it's carried on the social media platforms. So that also is another responsibility of a social media manager in terms of managing crisis management on a social platforms. Second responsibility as a social media manager is to stay updated on trends. Now, everything is changing gradually. So, staying informed about current social media trends and platforms update is essential to adapt strategies and stay relevant. So, as a social media manager, you have to observe why it has been updated on a social platform, what are the trends that the market is going, and definitely try to bring that in your client business or even in your own business. So you need every day new idea comes and you trends people are using. So as a social media manager, you need to have that skills. The eighth responsibility as a social media manager: collaborations and partnerships. As a social media manager, you have to initiate and arrange collaboration with influencers or other brands to expand the reach and engagement. So, all depend the niche you are working in as a social media manager. You need to work along with influencers that your brand or your client is dealing with. Before we go to the next two reasons or responsibility as a social media manager, if you do not subscribe yet, please subscribe to our channel, follow us, like our video, and leave your comment. We will respond to you as we see your comment. Now we move to the ninth reason or responsibility as a social media manager: our campaigns. As a social media manager, you are to be planning and executing paid advertising campaigns on social media platforms to increase visibility and reach specific target audience. So whether you're working for yourself or you're working on your own brand or you're working for your clients, it's your responsibility to create ad campaigns that will reach to your target audience of your client or even your brand. Or the last responsibility as a social media manager is community building. As a social media manager, you have to nurture a community around the brand or organizations by fostering discussions, encouraging user-generated content, and creating a sense of belonging among followers. So those that are following you, you are to work on communities building. Thank you for following us. Please subscribe to our channel as we create more video relevant to digital marketing. Thank you. See you another day.